All right, peace, peace, peace. First and foremost, man, hopefully the most on your house shines blessing all day. By his mercies, you aren't consumed. We're alive in the most on your house shines body, too. We're naturally alive. And I want to get into this, man, go into, the law and, the testimony again, man, because I saw what important, the gospel, the testimony, new covenant is, man, the witness, the testimony, like all that stuff, man. So our faith can be increased, man, and just realize, like the brother Akawar said, like how the Most High House shot comes in the volume of the book, man. Honestly, man. So, and the preaching of the gospel, of course, it's too, and another dichotomy of the law and testimony, the preaching of the gospel. So, is so our faith can get increased, man. But I want to get into this, man, because I was thinking about the account with the Maccabees the other day, man, and I was realizing what Matthias. I was realizing, like, think about, like, that's how, because really, pursuant to the law, like, that's how grace. Let's get John chapter 1 real quick. Nigga, go Isaiah. John chapter 1 verse 17. It says, "For the law was given by Moses, but grace and truth came by Yahweh Shah Mashiach." So see, and that's what it is, and we're gonna see how that is, man. We're gonna see by his mercy we're gonna consume, how he brought that, man. But let's get Isaiah 8:20 real quick. Isaiah 8:20. He says, to the law and the testimony. See, and that's what Psalm says. 85 says they kiss together, man, because Yahushua comes in the bottom of the book, and that's what he meant by. Of course, I came not to destroy but fulfill. Pretty much, like it says in Galatians, also in Hebrews. Pretty much, he came to fulfill the entire. Like, that's what the whole schoolmaster in Galatians is about. He came to fulfill the entire book, but it's like, the whole book is about him, man. The Most High Yahushua, the whole book is about them, honestly, man. So, that's just is what it is, man. But let's get this to Isaiah chapter 8, verse 20. It says, "To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word," and the word is Yahushua. So this word, of course, and also through the scriptures, it is because there's no light in them. So yeah, and Yahushua is the light. The most saying Yahushua is the light. So yeah, man. That's it is what it is, man. But the word, that's what it is. But no, to the law and to the testimony, we're gonna see that. We're gonna see law, and we're gonna see a testimony, especially during time of law. How we're gonna see how with how grace and truth that was brought by Yahushua. So let's get Maccabees real quick, man. Because and also too, you can get this with Phineas and Numbers, but we're not gonna get it. But that could be parallel too as well, man. But this is when Matthias killed Jake killed the other brother, killed the Israelite man for killed one of his kinsmen for sacrificing unto at the king's decree, man. Pretty much, and you know what it is too. We always we kind of talk about this. Like, I know a lot of people don't subscribe to Apocrypha, or many people about the Maccabees. Really was all Maccabees was not Nehemiah 4 and 14, and also too Maccabees was about the gospel, the testimony wasn't out then. So it's not that the ultimately the Most High House is the faith that saved you, but of course no, because pretty much let me say this too, because really much Maccabees, the point of Maccabees not was just to show you not the only show you that if you don't eat pork, or anything that's abominable, you're righteous. No, that wasn't the point. It was pretty much trusting in the Most High House, the faith, sticking according to the word, pretty much, man. That's just because just like the persecution came by because they were Jews, but it was more of because it is. Shout out to brother says I went out of California, man, because out in True Nation out in California, because he said this too, because even modern with the Amalek or the fake Jews, like whatever Esau, Edom, the Amalek, or whatever the fake phony Jews, right? The Jewish, quote unquote. There's a lot of power when you say that you're a Jew. There's a lot of things that come with that. There's a lot of power that comes with that. But you know what? Not just because nationality, but spiritually. Because even with the whole Maccabees thing, it's really because they're it's of things that were, because really the covenant is with the Most High and Yahushua's people. That's really it. But it's really about them, honestly, man. So, of course, on a natural tip, like we've seen this with Kanye and Kyrie. Even nowadays, do you think? I don't think really like the powers that be and like the kings of earth, like they don't really care about it at the end of the day, because really Yahushua being preached, the gospel and the witness, the testimony being preached, that's what's really going to get the persecution. Like Yahushua said, that's what really they don't want to hear, because they hear about like Yahushua. It's like it's nothing new in the sun. Just how Herod heard there's a what you call him Esau back then. Herod heard that there was a savior coming to take the power that's belonged to earth to him again. Like so Esau Edom now, and all these other kings or rulers of earth, not just Edom. Like no matter nationality, Ishmael, all these Hamitic tribes, Asian, the Arab, the whatever, man. That's is what it is, man. So let me say that as well. But yeah, man, that's just is what it is now. Like but honestly, man, because like it was a conversation that I had like a few months back. I told y'all about with the Ishmael or the Muslim man. He really got like because I didn't really go back and forth with him, but he was really just going to how like how Yahushua wasn't the son of the Most High, or he wasn't the Christ and stuff like that nature. But there's gonna be more people like that as a beast system, and that's like that time comes, man. But but anyway, man, because but let's get this to him, but with this too as well, because we kind of talked about this with the Maccabees, man. But let's get Maccabees chapter 1 verse 24, because this is when Mattathias saw like somebody obeyed the king's decree to sacrifice the thing with the pork or the swine to the idol, or the thing that was abominable. In our first Maccabees chapter 2 verse 24, it says, which thing when Mattathias saw, he was inflamed with zeal, and this is all righteous indignation, honestly, was inflamed with zeal, and his reins trembled, neither could he forbear to show his anger and to show judgment. He ran and he slew him upon the altar. So yeah, man, exactly. So you see that that was the law, man. And just like and it's going to mention this too. Let's skip down to verse. We'll read verse 25. Also, the king's commissioner who compelled the men to sacrifice, he killed at that time. And the altar he pulled down, and thus he thus dealt he zealously for the law of Yahweh, as Phineas did unto Zambrias, the son of Salam. So yeah, just like Numbers 25, how he killed, like Phineas killed all the things that was worshiping, like people, all the people that was worshiping, like marrying the Moabite woman and worshiping their gods and things of that nature. Yeah, he killed them all, because like Levi had like Levi means join. So like that's why the Levites, even the brother Naquam, he pointed this out a while back, man. Levi always like kind of had a zealous spirit to him, because Levi means joined to the Most High Yahushua. So that's why like every man, or Levi himself, and also too like anybody that came out of the line, Levi had a zealous kind of a spirit for the law, a spirit for the Most High Yahushua, because that means to be joined. That's why even the Most High Yahushua, they would have kept their promise had they killed everybody in Exodus 32, because in what was Moses? He was a Levite, so that made a lot of sense, because the Levi means joined to Most High Yahushua. So still he would have kept his promise to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Hypothetically, had he did that, but see, that's where that mercy and that comes in, that grace comes in, man. That mercy is we are consumed. Even then, that's what that was. That's why it says by grace you are saved, man. Because there's an example of that in the law, but that's something else. But man, that's why John the Baptist, which was the Levi, said you can't have he said that to Herod, or not Herod, I think he said that to Herod. I think that, yeah. But also too, there's many examples though. But yeah. But we see that let's read First Maccabees chapter 2 verse 24. Which thing when Mattathias saw, he was inflamed with zeal, and his reins trembled. Neither could he forbear to shew his judgment, according to his judgment. Wherefore he ran and slew him upon the altar. So see, let's go to Matthew real quick, man, to see how even with Yahushua's righteous indignation, he still showed mercy to them people, man. Because really, he could have did what did, but he didn't. Matthew chapter 12 and verse Matthew chapter Matthew chapter 11 verse Matthew chapter, 21 verse 12. It says, Matthew 21:12, and Yahweh went to the temple of Yahweh and cast out all them that sold and bought in the temple. He overthrew the seats. Overthrew the tables and the money changers and the seats and them that sold doves. So yeah, exactly. Verse 13. It says, and he said unto him, it is written that my house shall be called a house of prayer, but ye have made it into a den of thieves. So yeah, that's in Jeremiah, I think 7. But also too, notice how Yahushua didn't even he just went off. He just showed righteous indignation. This is one man. He just got him up out of there. He ran him out of there, man. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I did like about the Book of Clarence, though, man, because it did show the power that Yahushua did have, man. How people even all that we did to him, man. Our ancestors, our forefathers, but they knew who he was. They knew the power that he had, though. At the end of the day, man, he was that's why I say he was a very austere man, very just walk in the room, command respect immediately. Yahushua was that type of man, honestly, man. Is that type of man, honestly, but yeah, man, but notice how he did it, because technically going back to during the time of Joshua, they're not doing nothing to no different from, even though it's a little different idiosyncrasies with that, man, because Achan or Khan, he disobeyed the word from the Most High Yahshua themselves. That's why it's that 2 Samuel, that Samuel goes into, who can, if you sin against the Lord, trespass against the Lord, who can entreat for thee. But also too, they're pretty much doing the same thing. They're robbing the Most High Yahshua, man, pretty much robbing things that belong to them, man, which what Achan did, and he got put to death. But see, that's where by the testimony and by grace and truth came, the mercy came. So that's just is what it is too. I just want to show you that dichotomy, the law and the testimony, man, because I was thinking about that. But yeah, man. But anyway, hopefully this is edifying, man. Much love to y'all brothers and sisters. So yeah, man. So yeah, man. That's just the law and testimony, man. That's what. But that's why Psalms 85. Let's get at this. That's why it comes in the volume of the book, man. Psalms 85. Yep, it's going to say same type of deal. Psalms 85 in verse 10. It says, mercy and truth are met together. Righteousness and peace have kissed each other. So yeah, that's going into how the law and the testament, how all the word is that's the words that recurring. It's the same thing. It's different, but we like we say all the time, whether it's righteously or wickedly, man, it's the same game but different players, man. It's the same recurring theme, the same motif, man. That's why it's just beautiful, man. It's like that movie, TV show, video game, man. It's the same type of deal, man. Even in real life, man, that's it. It's just nothing new under the sun, man. It's the same thing, man. Anyway, so hopefully this is edifying. So and much love to y'all brothers and sisters. So yeah, peace.